I'm gonna build some drops around this ductwork and stuff to finish it off. This is probably one of the easiest ways I know of to do this. To frame around your ductwork and beams and things so you can hang drywall on it without making it too difficult. You want to make nice straight lines everywhere. Don't be boxing around every little thing separately. It's best just to try to encompass everything you can into the drop and make straight lines. So I'm going to come clear over to here on the other side of this duct that's hanging down. And I'll start by putting cleats on the ceiling. And I'm going to hug the bottom of that beam because that just happens to be the lowest point. It's just a little bit lower than the lowest point of my ductwork, which is usually close to the furnace, is usually the low point. And then I got a few registers I'm going to keep in the ceiling. I'm just going to move them. I'm going to start by the furthest most out point of the ductwork down there by the furnace. I'm going to snap a line, measure over from the wall that I framed to 1.5 inches from the ductwork, and then the same measurement down here. You don't want to follow every little contour of the ductwork. Just make a nice straight line. Snap a line with your chalk line, and I nail a 2x2 to the ceiling. Same thing on all the other places. Start by nailing the 2x2 to the ceiling after you get your straight line. And then I'll rip plywood to the right length and depth. And I'm going to take these 2x2s and fasten to the bottom edge of my panels, as it were. I got a pneumatic stapler. You can use screws or nails or whatever. Just make sure your plywood's cut nice and straight. Use a straight edge to cut your plywood or a table saw or something. And then I just hold each piece up to the bottom of the floor joist against that 2x2 and nail it off. This side, opposite side of the steps here, that's actually the sill plate on top of the steel beam. I'm just going to nail right to that. And then you can see on the underside where I'm 1.5 inches down from the steel beam, which is my lowest point. So then I'll go over and square the corners, and I'll nail a cleat to the wall. And that's going to be my measurement all the way down probably. And then to lay out for my drywall, you pull off the wall to 2-foot centers. So your drywall will break every 2 feet going down through here. And then in the middle, this is quite a good span. It's a little over 6 feet. So I have a little support block nailed to the floor joist above it to support the middle of that. It's just a little too far for this. You don't want it to sag in the middle. So after I got all that up, got all my blocks in, I relocated my my registers and kind of framed around them. Those aren't done. I still have a little bit of work to do there, but that's where the register cover is going to go. And there's my support blocks on the other side of the basement here. And you can see how nice that's going to finish off. And it really didn't take a couple hours. I mean, by myself, and I was done at the most, a couple hours. So here on the opposite end, there's the support blocks. In the middle, my got this ductwork and plumbing kind of buried in there too. And everything finishes off real nice and neat. So yeah, keeping straight lines I think is the best way to go with these rather than boxing around every little thing. So yeah, just measure off your lowest point and go crazy. Snap a few lines and you're done. So yeah, hope that helps. So good luck.